the peace officers, anyone in any of these cases, don't have contact with them, don't go within 1,000 feet of where they live or where they work. There should be orders for protection on each one of these cases. So you have to understand, if you violate these, then the state can and will file additional charges against you. You need to understand, if multiple assault family members within a certain amount of time, they can hit you with third-degree felonies, and you can be looking at 2 to 10. Good morning, Ms. Stokes. Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On October 31st, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a Walmart in Harris County, Texas, in regard to a theft. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, the loss prevention staff, and the defendant. The complainant advised that she observed the defendant concealing items on her person, along with skip scanning items at the register. The complainant then observed the defendant proceed to walk out of the store, passing all points of sale. Total cost was $49.92.
Stokes, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm barring you now, and I'm ordering you not to go to any Walmart for any reason. You understand? If I find that you go to Walmart and I don't care what your reason is, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You're already on bond for a felony theft as it is now. It's very possible they revoke your bond and issue a felony warrant for your arrest. What happened with the felony theft that she's on now?
Your Honor, on the felony theft, it says that the officers were on patrol and ran the vehicle through NCIC and noticed the vehicle was reported stolen. The traffic stop was conducted. The driver of the vehicle was identified as the defendant. The complainant identified herself as the sales manager of the auto dealership and stated the defendant came into her office to purchase the vehicle for $11,000. The complainant stated the defendant presented 3 money orders for $1,000 each as down payment. The complainant stated they only allowed the defendant to leave with, they allowed the defendant to leave with the vehicle. The complainant stated several days later she found out the money orders were stolen. The complainant contacted the defendant and told her to return the vehicle immediately, which were ignored.
And I see that she has yet another one from March of this year as well. Same thing?
Let me see, Your Honor. In that incident, she used stolen identifications and rented a car for 1 day and was supposed to return it, but failed to return the vehicle.
I'm ordering you not to drive. I am making it a condition of your bond that you're not to drive. Do you understand? Do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll run it, Your Honor.
You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to appoint your lawyer today, ma'am, and then we'll talk about all your bond conditions. I'm going to have you sign a receipt of Victoria, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box, ma'am. Do not go away until we have you talk to the lawyer. Okay? Please.
Right this way. All right, Judge, next is page 19. Warsaw, Emily.
Is it Ms. Warzebach?
Warzebach.
Ms. Warzebach, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On October 23rd, 2024, the officer was conducting surveillance at a department store in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the defendant enter an Old Navy. The officer made contact with the complainant, the loss prevention manager, who stated the defendant entered the store, selected multiple pieces of clothing, and walked towards the front of the store. The defendant abandoned merchandise on the table, but kept a white sweater. The defendant passed all points of sale with the unpaid sweater, causing alarms to sound. The officer observed the defendant remove the security tag and throw the tag on the ground. The officer made contact with the defendant and recovered the sweater.
All right. Okay, Ms. Warzebach, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. I'll appoint your lawyer today, but I want sending you for a drug test. If you fail to go take the drug test, if you fail to come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, man? Okay, take your seat for me, please.
Right this way. Judge, that was our last arraignment.
Okay,
Counsel, you need to approve, go ahead.
Josh,
Paige Brown,
it's a BVR, right?
it's a plea.
Oh, okay.
This is.
Oh, no, we're not. Same case.
Do you mind bringing her up?
Time for the deferred today.
You've done the TRAS? Okay, great. That way we know what to,
About to start a job at Fiesta. There was somebody.
It's just those two.
Can I get the thumbprint first?
we need your thumbprint, please. I've got another Brown on a DVR. That's why I thought it was. Okay. All right. Good morning, Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you a 13-month deferred. That is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. This is really important. You don't need a conviction because when you get one, you become very difficult to employ, meaning it gets very difficult to get a job. The more convictions you get, the more difficult it is to get a job because people know that you have a volatile, meaning trigger temper, that if you get upset, holy moly, she could lose it and just, so it's really important that you make this work. Not only that, if you complete it successfully, you can have it sealed after a while so that the public can't see it. I will pay for it for you. If you complete this and you can qualify for the sealing, I'll do it for you for free. All you got to do is come back. And I'll make it even better for you. If you do everything you're supposed to do, stay out of trouble, I'll cut you loose in half the time. 7.5 months, you can be done with this thing, no conviction on your record. How does that sound? Be nice. It's not hard. That's all you got to do. If you get upset, walk away. Go somewhere else. When I get upset, I distance myself from everyone. I'll go over there. I'll go run. I'll find something else to do. My kids piss me off like crazy. What do you think I do? Yeah. It would be very easy for me to just beat them into submission, beat them and spank. And no, that's not the right way. If I get upset, I get up and I leave, walk out of the house. I'll go to find something else to do. That's what you need to do when you get upset. It's not the end of the world. It's never the end of the world. All right. So what does the TRAS say that she has to do?
She's gonna have to be in the mental health.
Shh.
Group,
Okay, great.
career management, cognitive behavioral therapy,
Okay,
job skills training, and monitoring and psychotropic medication and treatments.
great. That sounds great. Do this 7 months, I'll let you loose. And then you're done. We early terminate people all the time for when they do well. We let them go in half the time. My only issue is, will she qualify for funding? Do you know?
I would have to ask. if she'll
Because she doesn't have any money. And if one of the conditions on here is GPS monitor, there's no way she's going to be able to pay for that. I know that we have, is it
Because
TLAP?
that was something that her case manager had recommended that he thought would be helpful for her. And so
I think it's a great idea. But what I want to do is be able to pay for it because I know that she can't, and I can't waive the fee while she's on probation, but she might be, I know that she'll qualify for the funding. Can we try?
We can verify.
I'm going to try to get you to qualify so that you don't have to pay for anything. Okay. But If you ever have a problem, do you have Josh's number?
This is my tablet, so like, don't have any contact.
Who took it? Did she tell you, is it she or he?
She,
Did she tell you how you can get it back? Is the guardian here now? How did you get here?
my group home, staff, we did it.
They here now? Where, are they in the courtroom? Can you, who is it?
Miss Simone.
Yeah, but where? Miss Simone, do you mind coming up, ma'am, please? Yes, come on up. And Josh, give her my card too. Will you? This is my card. If you ever need anything, all you got to do is just, you have us. I mean, Miss Brown, we're always here to help, you know? All you got to do is just make a call, send me an email.
I'm Simone.
Hi, thank you for coming. So they took her tablet.
Yes, they did.
How can she get it back?
In,
Shh.
in 1 month, if she behaves well.
You can get it back. It's not the end of the world. If you're good for a month, they're going to give it back to you. Right? Can you do that? Okay. You'll have it back in a month. That gives you a way to be able to contact us. So she's getting into a probation today. It's a 13-month probation. I told her that if she does well, then we'll take her off in half the time. All she has to do is the anger management class, stay up on her medication. And then there was one more important thing. What was it? The cognitive, it's therapy, okay? Do that, things will go well, all right? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, this is a contract you're signing with us. You either complete it successfully. If you violate it, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. We put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in orange, like you've seen all the other people that come out. And we're going to discuss whether you violated it. And if you did, we can put you in jail for an entire year. Do you understand this? This is serious business because you could go to jail for an entire year if you violate this. If you get violent with someone, if you do something you're not supposed to, if you pick up a new case, if you don't do your classes on time, if you break curfew, it's a problem. Can you get it done? Okay, I wish you luck. How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I won't find you guilty. I'm going to wait 13 months. Make us proud. You'll be done in 7.5. All right? All right. Good luck, Ms. Brown. Thanks.
Judge, do you want to get the GPS for the entire probation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm inquiring right now over 8 months.
We have to, because there's got to be a way, you know? Shreya.
Judge,
Hi.
I was appointed on 2 jail cases. On the first one, Joseph Francis, I do have the waiver of the bail order.
Okay.
On the second one, Victoria said I have to approach Mr. Roberts.
Yes, I'm glad that you got it. And I'm glad that he's here because we've been rolling him day for day until we got him. Do you mind bringing out Robert's Clay, please?
We'd waive a bail hearing.
I need to talk to him. I just have to tell him what's going on. And I don't know anything about the new cases. And so
New cases are 2Bs actually.
all of them?
2.
Mr. Roberts Clay, how's jail? It's been a long time since I've had someone with this kind of drama. Let's go through your spiel. 9/25/24, evading arrest, and you pick up an FSGI. 11/9/24, assault of a family member, assault of a family member, assault of a family member, assault of a peace officer, assault of a peace officer. You get on bond, I guess, he's on bond for all those cases, right?
Yes, Judge, I see.
And now you've picked up another assault of a family member and an interference.
Those are two Bs filed, Judge, while he was in custody. So he was not out of custody. He's been in custody.
So in our case here, from November 9th, he has three assaults. And then he also has the FSGI in evading, the new assault and the interference that was filed on 11/13. Was that,
From 2022.
so they're older?
They're older ones that they just filed a couple days ago. But he's been in custody on our 3 assaults and the felonies.
So the felony assault, I see that he has not made bond on.
No, and that's why he was in custody, because he was in on those 2 bonds while they filed these 2 on him.
Yeah, 22. And the interference was also from 22. Do you know all the assault family members, are they against the same complaining witness?
No, they're different, Judge. 2022 is Asia Barros, the
What, is that a
an
girlfriend?
ex-girlfriend.
An ex-girlfriend, okay.
No,
And then,
it's just regular, no baby.
okay, so then the other 3 assaults that we have here,
The other 3, the newer 3 are baby mama, mother and sister,
his mother?
his mother and his sister.
Okay. Have we found PC on all those cases? Because I don't know if we have or not. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like PC's been found on all of them. Okay, so Mr. Roberts Clay, I want you to understand something, that I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with any of the complaining witness in any of these cases. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons, not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you, and I'm going to put a GPS monitor, and I'm giving you 1,000 feet. I'm going to give you a 1,000 feet distance of where I don't want you to have contact with any of these people, any of the baby mamas, your mom, whoever else is part of these, the peace officers, anyone in any of these cases. Don't have contact with them. Don't go within 1,000 feet of where they live or where they work. There should be orders for protection on each one of these cases. So you have to understand, if you violate these, then the state can and will file additional charges against you. You need to understand, if multiple assault family members within a certain amount of time, they can hit you with 3rd-degree felonies, and you can be looking at 2 to 10 of the penitentiary on those. So I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do get out, I would be very careful where you go, because even if you have whatever contact, they can file more charges on you. I mean, you've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 open cases. Shreya, the evading arrest and interference on all these assaults, those happened after,
Yes.
right? So I'm revoking the bonds on those 2 cases. The evading arrest and interference, the FSGI and evading, I'm revoking those bonds because of all the new cases that he's picked up.
I understand, Judge, but the 2 new cases are from 2022.
That's why I'm not doing anything with those, right? So I'm not using those against him to revoke the bond, but the new cases from 11/9, those are after, we ordered him follow conditions. You have failed to follow those conditions by picking up another case, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assaults. So because you picked up those 5 assaults, I'm revoking the bond on the FSGI and evading.
So Judge, is this his first court date since the November 9th?
Correct. Yeah, this is the first time that I've seen Mr. Roberts Clay. I have not seen him at all, but we've been literally rolling him day for day to try to get him here. And we had Marco Sapien representing him, trying to get Mr. Clay, Roberts Clay and Marco at the same time so that's why. Did you want to add anything?
What are the conditions currently, Judge?
So no contact, no weapons, GPS, no going within 1,000 feet of any of the complaining witness where they live or where they work.
Outside that, Judge.
Sorry?
That works, Judge.
And then I'm revoking his bonds on the FSGI and evading, and then that's it. So,
What are you setting those at, Judge?
I think there should also, I would ask that they also be set at 5,000, Judge, to mirror the others.
75.
5,000, Judge.
Oh, yeah, I was going to do 5,000 and 1, 2, 3, 5,005 on the FSGI and evading. And then I'll leave the others as is. Okay, Mr. Roberts Clay, you know what's expected of you if you bond out. Just don't go near anywhere of these people. You know, sometimes when you have cancer, what do? You cut the cancer out. If you don't, it's going to kill you, right?
Judge, would you do 5,003 just because I think it looks a little misleading whenever in
Sure,
time we're
of
looking
course.
at it and
Yeah.
it looks like you picked up 5, but it's actually 3.
Yes, of course. These people may be a cancer to your life. They're killing you, man. Cut it out before it kills you. Do you understand? All right.
So you're
Thanks.
doing 3 emergency protection?
If there are no MOAPs,
I need him.
wait. So,
Nada?
yeah, on any case that doesn't have a MOAP, I'm gonna grant it. It's just, there's so many cases and I just don't have time to look. Okay, ready?
Dion Jones.
This one?
Did you find PC on the UCW on this guy? Okay, just making sure.
Dayon Jones, come up. I want you to understand that I'm going to keep you extremely close. I don't want you consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. Do you have a Texas driver license? You're not allowed to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care where you got to go. I don't care what you got to do. Unless you have a license and liability insurance, don't drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? You now have 2 open cases. You pick up a third, I'm going to lose it. I'm also ordering you not to go back to the place where the criminal trespass was, where you were arrested with the criminal trespass. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons. You understand? You know what's expected of you, Mr. Jones. There's no excuse. I'm going to protect my county out there. You mess with my county, I'm going to mess with you. That's it. If I got a lawyer, it's your responsibility to stay in touch with Connor. He'll tell you when you got to come back to court. Come up here. We'll have you sign your affidavit, and then we'll have you get with Felicia for your bond conditions. And after that, you're free to go. All right. Thanks, Connor.
Judge, I need to approach on Mr. Carter Peeler, Judge Peeler.
Yeah.
Judge, my client's 29 years old. He's got a history of mental situations. He's here with his parents.
Oh, where's mom?
Well, mom just went down to pay some parking, but dad is here.
Yeah, come up, Dad.
Judge, I mean, they have some, they have documentations of all of his mental challenges. I'm on the case, but I'll review the meds and all that, and it actually may be a better case for the PG's office. I'm not sure, but I mean, I know he's.
Hi, Dad.
He gets nervous.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
There's no reason for you to be nervous.
Nope.
Really. It's not the end of the world. You've picked up a case, but it happens. When you do that, you dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and you move on. All we want you to do is just don't violate the law. Do you have a Texas driver license? Do you have liability insurance? Okay, you can continue to drive. Just be careful. If you happen to get into an accident, stop. It's not the end of the world. That's why you have car insurance, so that if you get into an accident, they're there to help you with what happened. They'll even give you a lawyer to represent you. That's why you pay for car insurance. Really.
I didn't know they give you a lawyer.
Well,
Your
certain
insurance company.
Not every single time, but
Okay.
like if someone were to sue you and you
Yeah.
have car insurance, typically there's a lawyer to help you out with these cases. Yeah. So that's why you pay for car insurance. That's why it's as expensive as it is. So I'm not putting any conditions on your bond, okay? Just be careful and be safe. That's it. We've given you a lawyer to stay in touch with John, and he'll tell you how to navigate through this issue, and that's it. Do you have any questions? The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that if you take medication, psychotropic medication, continue to take it. When you stop, I see so many people, they start taking it and they start to feel good. You know what? I don't need this anymore. I feel great. They stop taking it, boom, same thing starts happening. They evolve in that circular, just end up in purgatory because they stop taking it and they end up back into the same situation, into bad things start happening. If good things are happening when you take the medication, keep taking it. It's there for you to do well and to be well, to be better. And that's what the medication's there for. Don't stop taking it, because when it does, that's when things spiral out of control. We're here to help you. That's why we have lawyers. That's why we have, okay? Questions? Just relax. Everything's fine. If you guys need anything, we're here for you. You can always come back here and then we'll help you out. We'll set you off a month. If you need anything, just come back and we're here for you. Okay? All right, guys. Take care.
Need to sign.
No, just a reset. Yeah.